good to see you. Today we are going to return to the Cheerios cookbook. We looked at some of these recipes last night. Well, they're not all recipes. Some of them are crafts, little things that you can do. And we got into it a bit. I put a little marker here where we left off. It's this book features tasty treats and clever crafts for kids. And so last night we started with a few of these. So let's go to where we left off here. All right, we left off with the caramel crispies. And that was a pretty involved recipe. I think it had more steps and more preparation time than the other stuff we looked at. Oh, those are cute. These are cute. These are really cool. These are PB chocolate bars on cars. That's an interesting concept. They do look kind of tasty. Let's see what's in them. Now, for start to finish, this is going to take an hour and 20 minutes, and you're going to get 36 of these. I don't know why you have to put them on cars, but maybe we'll find out. Okay, for the ingredients, you're going to need 6 cups of Honey Nut Cheerios cereal, 1.5 cups of miniature marshmallows, and you can kind of see them in there, 1.5 cups of peanut butter chips, 3/4 of a cup of light corn syrup, 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine, and 1 cup of milk chocolate chips melted. I guess that's what's on the top. Okay, so let's look at the instructions here. Step number 1, you're going to spray the bottom and the sides of a 13 by 9 inch pan with a cooking spray. Step number 2, pour the cereal and marshmallows into a large bowl, stir to mix, and set the bowl aside. Step number 3, place the peanut butter chips and corn syrup in a medium microwavable bowl. Add the butter. Microwave uncovered on high for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring after each minute until the mixture is smooth. Sounds good already. With pot holders, remove the bowl from the microwave. Step number 4, pour the peanut butter mixture over the cereal mixture and stir until the cereal is evenly coated. Pour the cereal mixture into the pan. With the buttered back of a spoon, press the mixture in the pan until it is even. Spread the melted chocolate evenly over the top and refrigerate until firm, about 1 hour. Step number 5, with a table knife, cut the cereal mixture into 9 rows by 4 rows to make 36 bars. Store the bars in a loosely covered container. And then they don't mention the cars, but you're going to have to procure some cars as well. So you can actually find these unpainted in craft stores like Michael's or in the craft section at Walmart. And then you have to paint them, but if you really want to do it like they show it here, you can get some of the little wooden cars and paint them and then set the bars on there. Oh, how cute. Oh, that's adorable on the little dog. Superhero shades. And there's a shady shortcut. You could also decorate a pair of store-bought plastic sunglasses instead of cutting out your own. That's so cute, little puppy dog. Oh, it's sweet. Start to finish, the superhero shades are going to take 20 minutes, and you get 1 pair of shades. For this project, you will need a ruler, a pencil, 1 sheet of craft foam, 12 inches by 8.5 inches, scissors, paper hole punch, 2 pipe cleaners, which is that part, glue, and Cheerios cereal. And we have 4 steps for the superhero shades. Step number 1, measure from the center of one of your child's eyes to the center of the other eye with the ruler. Use this measurement to make 2 dots with the pencil in the center of the craft foam, the same distance apart as your child's eyes. Step number 2, draw a 3.5-inch shape around each dot for the frames of the glasses. Draw a 1.5-inch circle inside each shape for the eye holes. Draw a 1/2-inch wide strip connecting the two shapes. Cut out the frames of the glasses along the lines. Step number 3, punch holes on either side of the frames with the hole punch. That's where your little pipe cleaners are going to go. Twist a pipe cleaner onto each hole to create earpieces for the shades. And then step number 4, spread glue on the front of the frames and decorate with the cereal. Let stand until dry. I actually think it would look better if you used multicolored Cheerios, like the fruit, I can't remember what it's called, the fruit flavored Cheerios that are different colors. Or just use like chocolate and honey nut and then plain and just mix them up instead of just having them all one color. Or even Fruit Loops, but they're probably too big. Oh, now these do look good. I love Honey Nut Cheerios, so anything with that in there, it's really good. These are called Honey Nut Stacks of Snacks. They look yummy. Now, start to finish, these are going to take 1 hour and 15 minutes. And here are your ingredients. You're going to need 1.5 cups of packed light brown sugar, 1 cup of butter or margarine, 2 cups of Honey Nut Cheerios cereal, 2 cups of quick cooking or old-fashioned oats, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then there are 4 steps here to make these. Step number 1, heat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the brown sugar and butter in a 2-quart saucepan. Heat over medium heat, stirring constantly until smooth. Remove the saucepan from the heat. Step number 2, stir in the rest of the ingredients. Pour the mixture into an ungreased 13 by 9 inch pan. With the rubber spatula, spread the mixture in the pan until it is even. Step number 3, bake 16 to 18 minutes or until the edges are golden brown and firm. Place the pan on a wire rack. Cool completely about 45 minutes. And then finally, step number 4. With a table knife, cut the baked mixture into 6 rows by 6 rows to make 36 bars. Store the bars in a loosely covered container. And you get these lovely things. Now there is a note here about quick cooking oats versus old-fashioned. Both quick cooking and old-fashioned oats are rolled oats. The only difference between the two is that the quick oats are cut into lots of pieces before they are steamed and rolled. I did not know that. I'm not a big oatmeal person, so. Ooh, those are kind of different looking. They look like little miniature donuts. They do. These are PB&J squares. And from start to finish, these will take 1 hour and 20 minutes, and you get 24 bars. And here are the ingredients. You will need 6 cups of Cheerios cereal, 1/2 cup of peanuts, 1/2 cup of raisins, 1/3 cup of grape jelly, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of light corn syrup, and 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. And we have 5 steps. Step number 1, spray the bottom and sides of a 13 by 9 inch pan with cooking spray. Step number 2, pour the cereal, peanuts, and raisins into a large bowl. Stir to mix. Set the bowl aside. Step number 3, place the jelly, sugar, and corn syrup in a 2-quart saucepan. Heat over medium heat, stirring occasionally until the mixture starts to boil. Boil for 2 minutes, stirring frequently. Remove the saucepan from the heat. Stir in the peanut butter until the mixture is smooth. Step number 4, pour the peanut butter mixture over the cereal mixture and stir until everything is evenly coated. Pour Pour the mixture into the pan. With the buttered back of a spoon, press the mixture in the pan until it is even. Cool completely about 1 hour. Step number 5. With a table knife, cut the cereal mixture into 6 rows by 4 rows to make 24 bars. Store the bars in a loosely covered container. And here is a little tip. Bowl of fun. Have your child mix up the cereal, peanuts, and raisins in the large bowl, which is step 2. Provided the bowl is deep enough, spillage shouldn't be a problem. Good point. And it's kind of cute to have a little glass of milk, and it's in this little thing. It's like a train car, kind of. And we have gotten to a new section. We have Roll 'em. And we're not talking doobies. We're still talking about Cheerios. We have Oh My giant oat cookies, snacks on sticks, I Heart You picture frame, Snowball surprises. Still not talking about drugs. Roly Poly PB chocolate balls. Don't go there. Ollie Octopus and frozen yoga nanas. I've never heard of that. Boy, those are big cookies, aren't they? They look good though. These are Oh My giant oat cookies. They look kind of like the white chocolate macadamia nut cookies, which is my favorite cookie. I love those things. Now these, start to finish, are going to take 1 hour to make these lovely cookies. And you get 12 large cookies from this recipe. And your ingredients are a quarter cup. They have a quarter up. I think they forgot the C. A quarter cup of butter or margarine softened. 1.5 cups of sugar. 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 2 eggs. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 cup of quick cooking or old-fashioned oats. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 3 cups of Cheerios cereal. And the instructions. Heat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the butter and sugar in a large bowl. Beat with an electric mixer on medium speed until blended. Beat in the oil, vanilla, and eggs until well combined. On low speed, beat in the flour, oats, baking soda, and salt until a dough forms. With a spoon, stir in the cereal. Step number 2. For each cookie, roll a third of a cup of the dough into a ball. Place the balls 2 inches apart onto 2 ungreased cookie sheets. Step number 3. Bake 9 to 11 minutes or until the cookies are light brown. Cool the cookies for 2 minutes on the cookie sheets. Then remove them from the cookie sheets and place on wire racks. Cool completely about 20 minutes. Store the cookies in a tightly covered container. That actually sounds really good. I would like to try that. Cookie crumbles. Even though it may be difficult, it's important to let these cookies cool a few minutes before removing them from the cookie sheets. Otherwise, they may break into pieces. Oh, what a shame. Then you would have to eat them right away because they're defective, so it means you have to eat them immediately. That's my rule. Oh, can't give these to guests. We have to eat these. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's like cake pops, but with Cheerios and something else. It's like something you'd clean out of your rabbit's cage. It's probably not. Snacks on sticks. Start to finish, these would take 50 minutes. I like the curling ribbon on the sticks too. That's cool. And you're going to get 10 snacks out of this. And here are your ingredients. You need a quarter cup of butter or margarine, 3 cups of miniature marshmallows, quarter cup of creamy peanut butter, 4 cups of Cheerios cereal, 1/2 cup of raisins, 1/3 of a cup of sunflower nuts, and 10 flat wooden sticks with round ends. So just popsicle sticks. And here are your instructions. Step number 1. Place a sheet of waxed paper on the kitchen counter. Step number 2. Place the butter and marshmallows in a 3-quart saucepan. Heat over low heat, stirring constantly until the mixture is smooth. Stir in the peanut butter until the mixture is well blended. Remove the saucepan from the heat. Step number 3. Stir in the cereal, raisins, and sunflower nuts until everything is evenly coated. Cool for 2 minutes. Step number 4. Lightly spray your hands with cooking spray. Shape the mixture into 10 2-inch balls. Insert one wooden stick into the center of each ball. Place the snacks on the waxed paper. Cool completely about 30 minutes and store in a loosely covered container. Cool and colorful. These tasty snacks are even more fun if you wrap them in colored plastic wrap after they cool. That sounds like a neat little snack. Not too terrible for you. Oh, look at the kitty. That little picture frame. I would never think to put Cheerios on a picture frame. But then, you know, the kids make picture frames with macaroni stuck all over it, so it's just as well. Shape up. Instead of a heart, try making a square, a circle, or a triangle-shaped frame. Wouldn't matter, that kitty's cute in any frame. So we have the I Heart You picture frame. From start to finish, this is going to take 30 minutes, and it produces one picture frame. You see the scissors down here and the extra pieces of cereal. Okay. For the picture frame, you're going to need these things. You're going to need a photo, hey kitty, file folder of any color or lightweight cardboard, a pencil, scissors, glue, Cheerios cereal, and decorating spray for cakes. That's interesting. And we have 5 steps. Step number 1, place the photo on the file folder, keeping the folder folded so you have 2 layers. Lightly outline the edge of the photo with a pencil. Set aside the photo. Draw a heart shape about 1 inch larger than the photo outline. Cut the heart shape out of the doubled folder. You'll wind up with 2 hearts. Step number 2. At the bottom of one heart, make 2 1-inch cuts, 1 inch apart on either side of the heart's point. Fold this piece back to make a stand on the back of the frame. Step number 3. Cut out the center of the remaining heart to within about 1 inch of the edges. Place this heart over the photo. Use it as a guide to trim the photo to fit, and then set the photo aside. Step number 4. Glue the bottom and side edges of the 2 hearts together, leaving an opening in the top large enough to slip the photo into the frame. Glue cereal over the front of the frame and let it stand until dry. Step number 5. Spray the cereal with the decorating spray, if desired. Let stand until the spray is dry, and then insert the photo into the frame. Well, that's a cute little idea. I like that. But if my cats found it, they would probably pick the Cheerios off. So these are pretty. Look, they have that the little confetti stuff in there. The nonpareils, or whatever you call them. They call them small candies. They are really pretty though. Very, very colorful and decorative. I like that. These are called Snowball surprises. And from start to finish, these will take 50 minutes. And you get 20 snacks like this. I like the cute little containers that they put them into. And for the Snowball surprises, you will need 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of light corn syrup, 1/2 cup of creamy or crunchy peanut butter, 3 cups of frosted Cheerios cereal, 1 to 2 tablespoons of candy sprinkles. Oh, that's what they call it, candy sprinkles. And 20 small candies. And we have 4 steps. Step number 1, line a cookie sheet with waxed paper. Step number 2, pour Pour the sugar and corn syrup into a 3-quart saucepan. Heat over medium heat, stirring frequently, just until the mixture starts to boil. Remove the saucepan from the heat. Stir in the peanut butter until the mixture is well blended. Step number 3. Stir in the cereal until it is evenly coated. Cool for 5 minutes. While the mixture is cooling, place the candy sprinkles in a shallow dish. Step number 4. Lightly spray your hands with cooking spray. For each snack, shape about a 1/4 cup of the cereal mixture into a ball around 1 small candy. So the candy is actually inside there. Immediately roll the ball in the candy sprinkles to coat. Place the balls on the cookie sheet. Cool completely about 30 minutes. Store the snacks in a loosely covered container. See, when they said Snowball surprises, I expected it to be like covered in white chocolate or something, but that's cool. I want candy. Need candy ideas? Try using miniature milk chocolate candy drops or pieces, small gumdrops, chocolate-covered raisins, miniature marshmallows, or candy-coated chocolate-covered peanuts. That does sound good. Oh, no, that looks really yummy. Look at those things. Kind of looks like Elvis a little bit. Like from the 70s, like 70s Elvis. Never mind. Roly-poly PB chocolate balls. Start to finish, these are going to take 50 minutes, and you get 24 of these little chocolate balls like this. And back here in the background, you can see some in some decorative plastic with some curling ribbon. Kind of looks like Halloween with the yellow and the orange. So for these, you will need 1 cup of milk chocolate chips, 2 tablespoons of water, 1 cup of creamy or crunchy peanut butter, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1/2 cup of light corn syrup, and 2 cups of Cheerios cereal. And then we have 5 steps for this. Step number 1, line a cookie sheet with waxed paper. Step number 2, place the chocolate chips and water in a 1-quart saucepan. Heat over medium heat, stirring constantly until the mixture is smooth. Cool the chocolate while preparing the candies. Step number 3, place the peanut butter, powdered sugar, and corn syrup in a medium bowl. Stir until well blended. Stir in the cereal until evenly coated. Step number 4, lightly spray your hands with cooking spray. For each candy, roll 1 tablespoon of the mixture into a 1.5-inch ball. Place the balls on the cookie sheet and press them slightly so the bottoms of the balls are flat, like down here. This stops them from rolling off the cookie sheet. Step number 5, spoon about 1 teaspoon of the cooled chocolate onto each ball. Refrigerate until firm, about 30 minutes. Store the candies in a covered container in the refrigerator. That's pretty nice. Sticky fingers. To keep the candy mixture from sticking to your spoon when you spoon it out to make a ball, spray your spoon with cooking spray. Oh, how cute. This is Ollie Octopus. He's so silly. Is he made out of felt? Yeah. Color change. Some octopuses turn white when they are scared and red when they are mad. Ooh, I didn't know that. I knew they could change colors though. So start to finish to make Ollie Octopus is going to be 1 hour, and you get 1 octopus who's kind of the same color as my nails. Alright, the things we will need to make Ollie Octopus. You're going to need glue, 3 sheets of felt, 12 by 9 inch, 8 pipe cleaners, 10 inches long, scissors, Cheerios cereal, clean empty soup can, and 2 googly eyes. So I guess this is the soup can in here. That's pretty clever. Alright, now for this we have 4 steps. Step number 1. Spread glue over one sheet of the felt. Arrange the pipe cleaners crosswise, equally spaced on the felt, with one end of the pipe cleaners touching one long side of the felt. The pipe cleaners should hang over the other long side by about 1 inch. Spread a line of glue over each pipe cleaner. Place a sheet of felt over the first sheet, pressing down and sandwiching the pipe cleaners between the felt, and let stand until dry. Step number 2. Cut the felt evenly between the pipe cleaners into strips. Round felt end of each strip, like that. Glue 2 lines of the cereal onto each tentacle. Let stand until dry. Step number 3. Bend the exposed pipe cleaner end of each of the tentacles at a 90-degree angle. Tape each pipe cleaner to the sides of the can at the bottom, making sure the tentacles are cereal side down. Step number 4. Glue a rectangle of felt around the can, covering the pipe cleaner ends. Cut a 5 by 3 inch rectangle of felt to make the head, like this. Round one end of the rectangle and glue it, rounded end up, to the can. Glue on the googly eyes. Carefully curl the tentacles. And there is a safety note for Ollie Octopus. To cover the potentially sharp top edge of the soup can neatly, cut the rectangle of felt a 1/2 inch taller than needed to cover can. Glue the felt to the can, matching the bottom edge of the felt to the bottom of the can. Cut the felt to the top edge at 1/2 inch intervals. Carefully spread glue inside the top edge of the can and press down each tab of felt, overlapping as needed. And you can kind of see there where it has lapped over the edge of the can. So it will cover any sharp edge that might be there. Oh, how sweet. These are frozen Yogo Nanas. It's like little popsicles or something, lollipops or something. Start to finish, these are going to take 1 hour and 15 minutes. And you're going to get 8 servings of 3 coated banana pieces each. We don't have many ingredients for this. You will need 1 to 2 containers, 6 ounces each of yogurt, any flavor, 3 to 4 cups of Cheerios cereal, and 4 firm, ripe, medium bananas. And it's just 3 steps. Step number 1, line a cookie sheet with foil. Step number 2, spoon the yogurt into a shallow dish. Pour the cereal into another shallow dish. Peel the bananas and cut each one into 6 pieces. Step number 3. Roll each banana piece in the yogurt, then in the cereal to coat. Place the coated banana pieces on the cookie sheet. Freeze uncovered until firm, about 1 hour. These are best eaten the same day they are made. It's like they're stuck on straws. Hands on. These good-for-you treats are easier to handle and eat if you stick a strong plastic straw or a wooden stick with round ends in the banana pieces before you coat them with yogurt and cereal. It's like a little pot of flowers. It's cute. Mix some. We're going to pick one from here, and that's going to be the last one for today. We have Kooky Caramel Corn, Pipe Cleaner Critters, Berry Good Mix, Snack Attack, Load and Go Gorp, Go Fish, and Mix and Match Munchies. Well, since fishing is my favorite hobby, I think we'll go with page 72, Go Fish. Oh God, look at that. Load and Go Gorp. Oh, what the heck, we'll do this one too, and then we'll come back and we'll do Go Fish after this. Look, that's a yummy looking mixture right there. There's some yummy stuff in there. That's a quality mix. For start to finish, this will take 30 minutes, and then you get 20 servings of a 1/2 cup each. And for this recipe, you're going to need a quarter cup of butter or margarine, 4 cups of frosted Cheerios cereal, 4 cups of original crispy horn-shaped corn snacks, also known as bugles. Those are bugles and they're really yummy. Half a cup of raisins, 1 cup of miniature marshmallows, and 1 cup of candy-coated chocolate pieces. And we just have 4 little things here. Heat the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the butter in a 13 by 9 inch pan. Place the pan in the oven for a few minutes until the butter is melted, but you're going to have to watch it so it doesn't burn. It'll burn very fast if you don't watch it. Step number 2, stir in the cereal, corn snacks, and raisins until everything is evenly coated. Step number 3, bake 10 minutes, stirring every 5 minutes. Cool slightly about 10 minutes. Step number 4, stir in the marshmallows and candies, and then store the snack in a loosely covered container. Oh, I bet that's really yummy. Name game. Oh, here we go. GORP, G-O-R-P, originally stood for granola, oats, raisins, and peanuts. I didn't know that. See if your child can come up with a better name for this snack based on its ingredients. That's cute. All right, now it's time for Go Fish. Oh, that's so cute. Little gummy fish there and pipe cleaners. That's so cute. Something's fishy. It's hard to tell when fish are sleeping because they have no eyelids. People who study fish are called ichthyologists. So for this craft, start to finish, it's going to take 40 minutes, and you will end up with 1 aquarium. And for this recipe, you're going to need glue or tape, construction paper, any color if desired, a large empty jar, such as a peanut butter or maraschino cherry jar, green pipe cleaners, a pencil, scissors, Cheerios cereal, shells and or rocks, nylon fishing line, a darning needle, and gummy candy fish. Those are adorable. And we have 5 steps to do this. Step number 1, glue construction paper to the jar lid to cover if desired. Step number 2, wrap 1 pipe cleaner around the pencil. Remove the pencil. Stretch out the coils to make wavy seaweed, like that. Cut the coiled pipe cleaner into several pieces. Bend a 1/2 inch foot onto each piece of seaweed. Cluster several weeds together at the foot and secure to the inside bottom of the jar with glue or tape. So it's going to be under the Cheerios. Step number 3, pour the cereal into the jar to a depth of about 1 inch. Arrange shells and or rocks in the cereal. So you see we have a big seashell in there. Step number 4, thread a length of fishing line. You can kind of see the fishing line coming down. Thread a length of fishing line through the darning needle, using the needle to thread each fish onto a piece of fishing line. Hold the fish up to the bowl of the jar to determine the length of the line so you can figure out how long it needs to be. Tape each line to the inside of the lid of the jar. And finally, step number 5, lower the fish into the jar and screw on the lid. And you can see the lid is covered in construction paper. And you could even put, like if it was up against a wall, you could even take some construction paper and make like an ocean scene and put it in the back. So it would kind of be like a background. Just a thought. So that's going to do it for today. Taking a look at the Cheerios cookbook. I had some cute little ideas in here. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you again really soon.